Did you know that the man who would make the decision to drop the atomic bomb on Japan was initially unaware of the weapon's existence? Welcome to the fascinating story of Harry S. Truman, the 33rd President of the United States, who assumed the highest office during one of history's most turbulent times. Born on May 8, 1884, Truman was raised in the humble town of Independence, Missouri. His foray into the world of politics was preceded by a stint in World War I, where he served as a captain in the field artillery in France. Upon returning home, he opened a haberdashery in Kansas City, Missouri, and was then elected as a judge of Jackson County in 1922. His political journey continued when he was elected to the United States Senate from Missouri in 1934. Between 1940 and 44, Truman gained national prominence as chairman of the Truman Committee, focused on reducing waste and inefficiency in wartime contracts. In the presidential election of 1944, Truman was elected vice president, ascending to the presidency after the unfortunate death of Franklin D. Roosevelt in April 1945. It was only then that he was informed about the ongoing Manhattan Project and the atomic bomb. Truman would later authorize the first and only use of nuclear weapons in war against the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, a decision that led to Japan's surrender and the end of the World War. Throughout his administration, Truman was an internationalist, working closely with Britain and strongly denouncing isolationism. Despite a divided Democratic Party, he managed to energize the New Deal coalition during the 1948 presidential election, securing a surprise victory against Republican Party nominee Thomas E. Dewey for his own presidential term. The Truman years saw the onset of the Cold War in 1947, with Truman overseeing the Berlin Airlift and Marshall Plan in 1948. Domestically, Truman faced post-war economic challenges, such as strikes and inflation, and his administration's effectiveness received mixed reactions. However, he was a fervent advocate for civil rights, proposing comprehensive civil rights legislation in 1948, and issuing executive orders to prohibit discrimination in federal agencies and desegregate the U.S. Armed Forces. Truman's presidency was not without controversy. Investigations revealed corruption in parts of his administration, becoming a major campaign issue in the 1952 presidential election, though Truman himself was not implicated. Eligible for re-election, Truman chose not to run due to poor polling. In retirement, Truman founded his presidential library and published his memoirs. While it was once believed that he faced financial difficulties post-presidency, evidence later emerged of considerable wealth, some amassed during his time in office. Though Truman's administration was heavily criticized upon his exit, critical reassessment has improved his reputation among historians and the general public. From a humble haberdasher to the leader of the free world, Truman's life is a testament to the unpredictability of history and the immense responsibility that comes with power. His presidency, punctuated by world-changing events, continues to be a topic of discussion and debate, highlighting the enduring relevance of his decisions and their impact on the world.